day, everyone. In light of Women's Month, we've decided to check in on the women of PSG R21. 22 lessons that they've learned in the year 2022. Let's hear what they have to say.
I recently joined the PSG R21 family. As a young woman living in South Africa, I've experienced the treatment from our public hospitals and have learned you cannot go on without medical aid. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity.
The pandemic illustrated the importance of preparing for life's unexpected turns. This could be life cover, disability cover, income protection, or severe illness benefits, to name a few. An important aspect often overlooked is the open communication with your loved ones about the benefits you put in place to take care of them. Involving them in the process is to take care of them emotionally as well.
Financially independent people are capable of taking their own decisions and don't need to depend on anybody. This increases their self-respect and makes them more confident to face any kinds of situations in life. Many women from conservative backgrounds with dreams and aspirations depend on their partners or their parents for their fulfillment. Being financially independent will enable them to self-sufficiently fulfill their wishes, enhance their skill sets, go for trips with friends, or even buy things they want.
As women, it is very important to be financially independent. A big part of financial freedom is having your heart and mind free of the what-ifs of life.
Invest instead of saving. Money is too volatile to focus only on saving. Aim to accumulate to invest, generate returns and more income. It is good to be an active investor and above all, to understand the chosen method.
I've been with PSG for 8 years and share lots of memories, challenges and experiences. But the main thing I always take away from every situation is the people. Everything about PSG is about people. The people I work with every day, we aren't just colleagues but family. We care for the people we serve, our clients, the building blocks of our everyday. They taught me patience, love and care. Lastly, our leaders. I've learned that we are surrounded by people that guides us, that helps us, not only to reach goals, but to ground us in solid values.
In South Africa, gender-based violence remains a deep-rooted issue, with economic factors being one of the main causes. Women can no longer pass the buck when it comes to their financial future or freedom. Every person, women in particular, need to have an emergency fund. An emergency fund is where you put money aside every month so that you're not living paycheck to paycheck and are able to leave a toxic situation or when you're experiencing financial distress. To empower yourself, you need to ensure that you're working towards your financial future.
Never be afraid to make investments. When you make investments, you're making profits too. The beauty of a woman glows when she becomes an intentional investor.
Often stay-at-home mothers rely on someone else to handle their money and they don't have their own bank accounts. Women in this situation need to be aware that should their partner pass away unexpectedly, their bank accounts could be frozen and they may not have access to their funds for an extended period. That's why you should have your own bank account with sufficient emergency funds to cover your household expenses for up to 6 months. Ensure that you take charge of your own finances to achieve financial independence.
Self-awareness, working in an environment surrounded by strong women taught me that I have to be confident. Confident in knowing what my strengths and weaknesses are and learning how to use these strengths to foster growth both personally and in my career.
When it comes to accomplishing goals and building a solid workplace relationship, the natural empathy, intuition and optimism of our women work towards the benefit of this organization. Building and maintaining good working relationships will ensure that you are more engaged at work, improve overall productivity and elevate your whole team.
What I've learned during my employment with PSG is how valuable connections with other people are. I think each relationship you build with another person adds another beam of support to what you're building for yourself.
Prepare a monthly budget. Plan your expenses for a given period and monitor if you have spent more than you originally planned. At the end of the month, make the necessary adjustments to optimize it. Daily follow-up can help you save up to 15%.
Educate yourself. Not only are women known to be naturally good at investing and managing a household all at once, but we need to know the basics, at least to ensure that principle remains. Investing doesn't have to be a passion for you, but I believe basic knowledge is important to protect yourself. For example, knowing what the norm is in terms of fee structures, portfolio returns, and what financial provision is required to reach your personal goals.
I've worked at various places, and each one had their own culture and ways of doing things. Since working at PSG, I have come to experience what a work family really is. I can truly say that no obstacle is too big to overcome as a family when we band together. Thank you, PSG, for making my work journey easy.
Learnability is arguably the most important 21st century skill you will need to succeed. Alvin Toffler said, "The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." That's because in an environment where new skills emerge as fast as others fade, success is less about what you already know and more about adapting your skills by growing and expanding your knowledge base. So you can use new information and skills to respond to whatever is happening.
During my time as a PSG employee, I've learned that teamwork, integrity, trust, and caring for one another is very important in building a successful company. That is why I'm very proud to be a PSG employee.
To be a role model, a woman who can support the needs of the family financially, socially, and emotionally, is a role model for her children. The children learn from what they see, and if kids see that their mothers are financially independent, they will also understand the value of money and be inspired to be self-sufficient in life when they grow up.
The most important thing that I've learned at PSG Wealth is you don't need 10 years of experience to do the job. You need the willpower and someone to take a chance on you. I believe that self-education is very important. You have to force yourself to learn more and want to know more. As Warren Buffett said, the best investment that you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn.
As a woman, you have to be resilient, so I stay motivated and I'm optimistic in the face of challenges.
Did you know that women make up almost 44% of total employment in South Africa? And this is why, as a woman, it is so important to take care of your health, as well as the health of your family. PSG Wealth R21 has taught me about the impact of not having enough healthcare cover, which can be detrimental to your emotional and physical state, and even cause deep financial strain. PSG Wealth R21 teaches us about the importance of taking care of one's health and that it is always better to be prepared.
Setbacks and failures are a part of life, but how you choose to deal with those roadblocks is what is critical to your success. The same applies to the financial markets. When faced by a bear, don't run, don't panic, stand your ground. Buffett's wisdom. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Can it be more relevant in the times we are now?
Together as a team, we strive to achieve. That is the one thing that has stood out to me during my 7 years of employment at PSG. Each employee brings their own unique qualities and skills to the business, which enables us to build a successful team and provide the best service model to our clients. Within PSG, we are quite a few women that work together, which in a corporate environment can be challenging, but instead, we lift each other up, motivate each other to be successful and become the best version of ourselves.
As a young female, I've learned that navigating the ups and downs in the market can be quite stressful, and it is important to take control of your own finances and make use of an expert in the field to ensure that you're on the best path to your comfortable retirement. Get a head start on your financial journey and educate yourselves in the matters of finance.